Hi, I'm Chris.
I'm Tammy.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Allison.
Welcome to our home. Skip it or not? Skippers Canteen. We're going to talk about that. A recent trip to Walt Disney World over July 4th, we went to the Skippers Canteen, and I think we made our reservation at about 7:30, and we were looking for a 9:15 firework display, and so we thought, well, we have plenty of time. Well, just to let you know, there's probably not plenty of time. We were in a rush. I sent them out early, and then I had to go find them. And let me tell you, in a crowd that big, I don't know how it happened, but I found them. I found these two. They had split up because Cole was trying to video the fireworks from a different position. But long story short,
that video.
Yeah, we do have that video. You can click on the iCard if you want to watch the fireworks. Cole will put that in here for us. But one of the things about that is we're going to talk about the service. We're going to talk about the ambiance. We're going to talk about the cost. And most importantly, we're going to talk about the food. Let's start with the food. I had a lot of steak salad. A lot at steak salad. I never can get it right. They got the weirdest names.
He's been remembering but he can't.
A lot at steak salad is what I had. And you guys had
We had the hearty har stew pork.
There you go. And they both had the same thing. Cole's was just gluten-free, and then she had.
And then I had macaroni and cheese that I got broccoli for the side, and then I also got volcano. It's a little cake with it's got frosting and a little hard candy explosion with these little chocolate balls.
All right. So now that you've heard Allison's, how was yours?
I really liked mine.
You really liked yours?
Mine was really good.
All
It
right.
also came with dessert.
Well, you said that. So if you're a kid, apparently the mac and cheese is as good anywhere in the park because Allison's never found that she didn't like it. My steak salad was okay. The steak was actually very good. The salad itself was not so great. I let Tammy try some of it, and she would agree, and she's kind of a salad connoisseur.
I love salad.
And she said, no.
Okay.
And so for me, steak was pretty poor. The salad part was real poor, so I wouldn't get it again. What about you, Cole, on your pork?
What did you think of the pork, Cole?
I'm hard when it comes to food. I usually just eat whatever I'm given, but I did not like it very much. It was really fatty.
I think y'all both had that complaint.
Yeah, I didn't eat but like a bite. I tried like 2 or 3 bites of mine, and I would chew it up and spit it out because it was entirely fat. And we actually had the manager come over, and he ended up telling us that
he was really kind of rude about it, but he said, well, it's the cut of meat. It's a pork. I don't remember what he said.
It's a fatty portion of pork, and he said that that's how it comes. However, it did not say that in the menu.
It doesn't. It just says
that
pork.
It did, but it didn't. And it was just terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
We'll put the menu up here in the video so you guys can see that it doesn't say anything about it being a fatty portion of pork, but it very much is. I mean, every cut of the knife you were going through fat.
It was all fat.
If you like fatty meat,
then
it'll be great for you.
Yes.
The flavor was not terrible.
Not.
The flavor was fine, and then it came with jasmine rice, and it was just the pork was so fatty and so gross. I didn't eat any of it, and it said it came with some vegetables, and that had like a piece of bok choy, and that was it. And so it had a little scoop of rice, a couple pieces of the pork, and then a little sliver of the bok choy, and that's all it was. So they ended up taking it off of our ticket.
It was so fatty that I remember cutting some of it for when she was cutting it up, and I looked at it and I said, Tammy, I don't even think this is cooked all the way. It was so fatty. And so just FYI, if you're going there, avoid the pork unless you like
fatty meat. Yeah.
Other than that, I say the steak, if it's as good as the steak on the salad, the steak would probably be the way I'd go if I was eating there again. All in all, the food is a 5. I gave it a 5. Cole gave it a 5. Tammy gave it a 3.
I gave it a 7.
So next we want to talk about the service itself. We kind of gave a little bit of that away. We're being very generous here with the service because really they acted like it took forever. I mean, literally forever to get our food.
Well, and it took
then
forever for us to get seated.
Forever to get seated. I bet we were there for 40 minutes waiting to get seated.
But it was July 4th. They were very, very busy.
And I think we got there early.
You know what? I would let that excuse lie, but here's the problem. We also went to Liberty Tree Tavern, and it did not take that long. And so,
that's a much more popular place.
and this is the second time we've gone to Skippers Cantina, and both times it was a long wait for the meal and the getting seated.
And it wasn't great food.
And either time was it all that great. So we're giving you guys as thorough of a review, and you may love it. And you know what? We're not trying to say that you're wrong. Just for our family, we did not like
our
it.
personal opinion is we just
The waiter was very not caring. Didn't care at all.
That is kind of their the way that the restaurant is set up. Like they do those jokes, and they are they just kind of, I don't know, just kind of nonchalant
Our
about it.
actual waiter, he wasn't too bad.
He wasn't, but the manager, when he came out, when there's already something wrong, I mean, generally you should try and do a lot to be nice about it. He was just real matter of fact.
He wasn't a bad.
Didn't seem like the Disney way that they handle things like that.
No.
It was a little different this time because it was July 4th. It was more packed. Lots of things were going on, and it's still not an excuse to be nice.
I don't go with that. Disney is always packed. Disney is always busy. Disney is always slammed.
And if that was the case, people
And so
like what's it called? The Liberty Tree would have also been.
So we gave them a very high score regarding all that, and kind of tried to throw some of that out for them. But we all agree that it's a 7. And so that's kind of an overall service score. And then on the ambiance, we all feel like they did a pretty good job, really.
I mean, they were trying to do
the pun thing.
the pun thing. They did it with all the things on the menu.
Yeah.
They tried to show the Jungle Cruise stuff.
I mean, the waiter was very punny.
Yeah, he had a lot of things to say.
That was supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
It fell flat, just like his. All right, so we gave it an 8. An 8 overall on
7.
We gave it a 7.
Oh,
That's a 7.
we gave it a 7.
2 lines.
We discussed an 8, and I guess we went back and gave it a 7. So we gave it a 7.
Yeah.
And so as far as cost, now cost is hard to figure because, well, they did knock off Tammy's meal. And so if we said that Tammy's meal was included, then it would be different. And like she was telling you guys, the portion size was actually very low. So after this meal was over, we ended up having to go and eat somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so
we ate a snack.
we did. We had to go eat a snack because we were still hungry because my salad wasn't very good. Her pork wasn't very good. His pork wasn't very good. The only one who ate full was this one. And
I didn't eat all of it because I'm not a very...
Overall cost, we gave it a 7.5. 7.5, I think is kind of generous. I do think that the meal is a decent priced meal, and given a good meal, maybe a steak and rice and stuff you want, that would work. But on the things that we were served and we were still hungry afterwards, I just have to say the price was kind of about average.
And the overall...
And the overall, go ahead.
And the overall rating was a 6.625.
So a 6.625. If you're like me and old school, that means they got a D.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, comment down below. If you've had any sort of great experience or bad experience at Skippers Cantina, put that in the comments. Let other people know that maybe our situation wasn't the same as yours, or maybe you're having the same type of problem we are, and we could save somebody else the trouble of going there. But comment, let us know, and then also like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. And until next time,
From our house to yours.